Hello and welcome to Around the House. I'm Glenn Haege, America's Master Handyman. It seems hard to believe after the winter we've had, but spring is finally here. Chances are your house took a beating these past 6 months. Not to worry. Over the next half hour, I'll be showing you what you need to know to get your house back in shape. Plus, along the way, I'll share a few tricks of the trade. I'll show you the latest in brick paving, what to do if you discover mold, wet basements, cracked foundations, and leaky gutters. That's all ahead. But our first assignment this spring is to take a little walk around the house. Another issue a lot of homeowners will discover this spring is mold. It can be anywhere: the attic, the bathroom, the basement. First things first, let's get rid of it. Mold has existed since the dawn of time, but recently it's become a big issue on the home front. Here's a tip: make sure all the vents and ductwork in your home aren't leaking, and avoid setting the thermostat below 75 degrees in warm months. Remember, mold can grow on wet or damp surfaces within 48 hours. If the mold gets to the point where a professional is needed to clean the mold, call a mold remediator, but only one who is specifically certified through the Indoor Air Quality Association. One qualified local company is Sanit-Air.
Hi, I'm Tom Morbach from Sanit-Air. We're an indoor air quality company, which is what brought us to this basement in this house. In particular, the joists have mold on them. We were hired by the homeowner to remediate, which means to remove the mold. Some of the equipment that we need is a scrubber. The scrubber scrubs the air, cleans it down to HEPA quality, neutral scrubbing, taking care of a safe zone here, so to speak. This wall here is made of 2 plastic, or 2 layers of 6 plastic with 2x4 construction. On the other side is referred to as the neutral zone. This is where we keep all the equipment during the project: scrubbers, saws, batteries. And then over to here, this separates us from the work zone. To begin with, they're following industry guidelines. They are power sanding, they're wire brushing, they will HEPA vacuum the surface to remove all the surface growth of the mold. They will wipe it with an EPA registered sanitizer. We will establish by taking some tape samples, sending out to an independent lab, that the surface is clean. Now, once the surface is clean, the homeowner will decide how they will seal it, either with a shellac, with a paint, or with a drop seal.
So how would you know whether or not to have an expert test for mold in your home? Environmental scientist Connie Morbach recommends testing when a doctor suspects problems associated with mold, potential litigation, or before or after a big mold cleanup project.
I primarily do testing as a result of water damage because someone has seen visible mold in their home. To test for mold in the air, I have this machine. There are actually 400 little holes in this cassette, and we place a culture plate in this machine. We clamp it, turn on the air, and what we'll do is impact the air onto the culture plate. We will grow, sometimes some pretty nasty organisms, and have these analyzed.
Obviously, not every house needs mold testing or mold cleanup, but remember that dirty air ducts can be a source of indoor air problems. That's why it's a good idea to get air ducts cleaned and sanitized every 3 to 7 years.